Welcome to the Venerable Blast Bowl in Toledo, Ohio. Week 7 is underway in EA Sports College Football, and we are ready for a terrific game. It's the Eastern Michigan Eagles and the Toledo Rockets. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, glad to have you with us. Holly Rowe down on the sideline with the latest on an injury.
Hey guys, the Eagles head coach told me before the game. Coach said because they are still without their starting quarterback, this has been essential to have a bye week this week. Give their backup all of the reps with the #1 offense, something he typically doesn't do all season long. So they have really focused on more reps, more reads, so he can really hit the ground running here today early in this game. Back to you.
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly. Eastern Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Auguste. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Makes the grab over the middle. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
The RPO got it. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Handoff for Auguste. There he goes. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown Rockets. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
From deep, it's Floyd. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Defense might bring the house here. Looking for open space. It's James. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
The give to the back. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm. And that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
Trying to take it back. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Toledo hoping to get things going on this drive as the offense takes the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Here's a give to Auguste.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Scanning the field, it's Collins. Right side, it's Henry. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Plows his way ahead. Past the 30. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Toledo.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that one.
The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Rush right in his face. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
He'll haul it in right around the logo. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Defense to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Running inside. It's long. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Rolls right. Gets rid of it. Holds on. It's 4. On the move at the 30. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Buying a little time to his left. Left side, it's Stewart. Touchdown, Toledo. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
He'll bring it out. It's Floyd. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Eastern Michigan's offense takes the field to get this drive started. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's James. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They're all over it. And it's a sack.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Here comes the heat. Setting up the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. That's caught. It's James. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Eagles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
Hey, it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do, build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Long way to go on second down. Dropping back, it's Collins. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope, steps out of bounds.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward. It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Complete on third down. Touchdown, Rockets! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead.
Eastern Michigan, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of this drive. Sends it downfield. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Just barely got rid of it.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th.
Eagle, check, Eagle, Wilson.
Needs it here on 4th down. Rushes on. Gets drilled as he throws the big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Keep it on the ground. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the 1st down really easily.
Handoff for Auguste. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Moving the pocket, it's Collins. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He's changing the play. The play fake. right down the middle. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Absolutely perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. On the run, it's James. There he goes. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. They'll give it to him again. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
The give. He's there to make the stop.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. And the quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Got to make the play on 4th. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Got him downfield. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan.
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking downfield, it's Collins. Fires to the middle. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Drops back on first down. Wide open, he makes the catch. Into the house. Touchdown, Eagles.
That textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing, you need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
Oh, pressure's coming. Out wide left, it's Mack. He gets in there for the two-point conversion, and now we have a two-possession game.
Eastern Michigan, 22.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's the give off the left side. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Handoff again. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Here's a give to Auguste. Spins away from the defender. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with Oregon taking on the number 16 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Ducks keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring goal.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Eagles come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Takes the handoff. It's James. Oh, he's got some space. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
17-yard line. Good enough for first down.
Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab down the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the left. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Still looking to his right. Moving toward the end zone, ball out! The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. And the Eagles racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Eagles. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game and now up to 8 on the season. precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
Coming out with it, it's Stewart. Makes a move. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Motion from the back. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Out wide right, it's Grant. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They'll start on the ground with Isaiah Auguste. Got the first down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chains.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Season alley. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Collins. Back open in the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to get it through the air. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Rockets are marching down the field. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
A little midweek action to keep you going. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. He wants to throw it again. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
Listen, a lot of time tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And for the second time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Deep in the end zone, it's Floyd. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it down the right side. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Eagles. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And they tacked on the extra point.
Eastern Michigan, 35.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Auguste. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
The screen, and watch out. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got, because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Quarterback changing the play. Handoff for Auguste. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So first down will open up the final period. Here's Auguste one more time. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Here's a give to Auguste. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Trying to make magic with his feet. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback signaling to his guys. The fake wants to throw. Left side is Hamilton. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Rockets come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Buying time to his right. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield.
When I get inside the 3 on 1st and goal, I want to be aggressive with the run. I want to be a physical. I want to be the more dominant team. You might know it's coming, but I'm still going to bring it. They tried to go with the changeup. They tried to throw the football very unsuccessfully. Nice job by the defense being ready for everything, even though they're inside the 3-yard line.
No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
I don't know about that play call, man. Your quarterback's already thrown 3 TDs in this game. Pollock, let him cook down here.
Yeah, I mean, trying to show some balance, but he has had a great day. I trust him. This is a good situation. I'm going to put the ball in his hands, and I'm going to let him throw this football and get a touchdown.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pollock.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Here we go, ready. 129, 129. Rock. Return. Square, sweep, go.
He's looking to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Toledo. Right on the money. He makes the grab in the end zone. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now up 20 in the 4th. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just...
Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great. And they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Couldn't quite hang on to that one, and this red zone defense came that close to forcing a turnover. Third down coming up.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be fourth and short. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for the marker. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles! He scores for the 5th time in this game.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And that one, I don't think, with required 10 yards, it did not. Penalty marker is out. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on first and 10. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Making the adjustment. Off play action. He fires a bullet to the right. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Takes it back to the 26-yard line as they come up with a big interception there. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Out wide left, it's Grant. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Hey, the defense is going to give you those all day. We're late in the game now. They've got the big lead. Expect them to play big zone defenses and try to keep the football in front of them. If you want to throw it short, they're just going to rally to the ball and just bleed this game out.
He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, it's so hard to get drives together because the clock starts to be your enemy. Really heads-up play by the quarterback. Getting the first down, get out of bounds, and stop the clock.
Tight end now in motion. Fresh center downs going to the air. Looking down the middle. In traffic, it's Floyd. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Fresh set of downs going up top. Right side, it's Mack. Looking for room at the 30. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Wants to throw on first. Moving out to the right. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Eagles! Somehow they fought all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick. David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. The Rockets enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. Right back to the well. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
The run inside. It's long. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Now, 4th down.